Okay, the essential question for this lesson, how can we use proportions to solve percent problems? So we're going to solve percents using proportions. Most of the expressions that we're going to have are going to be written in this format. A is P percent of B. Sometimes you might also see it written as P percent of B is A. So it might be written in that format as well. But it'll be one of those two formats that our problems will be written in. And A, P, and B are all actual numbers. And usually one of them is missing, and that's the one that we want to find. So then, when we go to write it as a proportion, I like to use this expression, is over of equals percent over 100. So is over of equals percent over 100. So that 100 is always under the percent number. So if we were to rewrite the expression that we have up here on top, the is number is the A. It says A is. So in the is spot is where the A goes. So it goes on top in that location. Of B, so under A is the B. So this says of B, so the B goes under the A, equals, and then when we go to do our percent, the bottom is always 100. Percent means out of 100, and it's P percent. So the P goes on top. So that's how we would write it with the numbers. Another way to look at it, we're going to be using the percents and this expression, but it's also looking at a part over a whole. Might be another way to look at that, is over of. Okay, the part over a whole is over of. So let's do some examples where we're actually using that. So the first one, what percent of 60 is 9? So I'm going to use the is over of equals percent over 100. So my is number, the is number, I find the word is 9. 9 is my is number. Of, the of number. So of 60. So 60 goes on the bottom where the of goes, equals. Now the percent, that's what we're trying to find. What percent? So I don't know what it is, so I'm going to use an X, but it's always out of 100. So the 100 always goes on the bottom. Now you use what we did in the last video and solve using proportions. So you cross multiply 100 times 9. So that's 900 equals 60 times x. So that would be 60x. And then solve for x. So divide by 60, divide by 60. So x equals 15%. Make sure you have, when you're finding the percent, make sure you have the percent sign on there. Okay, let's look at another example. What number is 12% of 85? So is over of equals percent over 100. So I'm going to plug what I know. So my is number, here's the is, but I don't know what that number is. It says what number is. So if I don't know it, I'm going to use an X. So the X is going to go on top. Of, okay, the of is right here, of 85, so that goes on bottom, equals my percent over 100. So the percent, there's that same symbol, that's 12%, so the 12 goes on top of the 100. Again, cross multiply and solve. So if we cross multiply 100 times x, 85 times 12 and then divide both sides by 100. So divide by 100, divide by 100, x is equal to 10.2. And that's just a regular number, so you would just leave it as x equals 10.2. The last one. So is over of equals percent over 100. I'm going to plug in what I have. So is, here is my is number, 75 is, that goes on top. Of, that's what I'm trying to find. Of what? So what number? So that's going to be my x this time. And then my percent, here's the percent, there's the percent sign, 62.5 out of 100. It's always out of 100, the percent. Again, cross multiply and solve. So 100 times 75 is 7,500 equals 62.5 times x. And then divide both sides by 62.5. And remember, you do get to use a calculator for this section. So x is equal to 120. Again, it's just a regular number. So you would just leave it as 120. Okay, using these examples that we just did, try to do these problems on the left side of your notebook. Okay, you should have your notebook set up as Cornell Notes. And we'll go over these in class next time.